Captain Marcus Chen had seen many things in his 15 years of deep space exploration, but nothing had prepared him for this moment. The sleek alien vessel had appeared on his scanner 3 hours ago, and now he found himself standing in the pristine white docking bay of what could only be described as a floating palace among the stars. The humans of Earth had always wondered if they were alone in the universe. Marcus had been part of the first wave of explorers sent out when humanity finally achieved faster-than-light travel, tasked with making contact with any intelligent species they encountered. Most encounters had been with primitive civilizations or hostile forces that viewed humanity as either inferior or a threat. But this was different. The being approaching him moved with grace that seemed to defy gravity itself, encased in armor that looked like liquid starlight frozen into protective plates. The figure was clearly important, possibly royalty, given the ornate designs etched into every surface of their suit. Marcus had been escorted here by silent guards after his ship had been tractored in, but now he stood alone with this mysterious individual. The alien raised delicate hands to their helmet, and Marcus heard the soft hiss of atmospheric seals, disengaging. As the helmet lifted away, revealing the face beneath, Marcus couldn't help but whisper, "Gorgeous." The being before him possessed features that were unmistakably feminine, though alien in their perfection. Her skin had a subtle, luminescent quality, like moonlight on water, and her eyes were large and expressive, colored in shades of violet that seemed to contain entire nebulae. Her hair, if it could be called that, flowed like liquid silver, moving as if stirred by some unfelt cosmic wind. But it wasn't just her physical beauty that struck Marcus. It was the intelligence in those eyes, the curiosity mixed with what he could only interpret as longing. "You find me gorgeous?" she asked, her voice carrying a musical quality that seemed to resonate in harmonies. The translation device at Marcus's collar worked perfectly, but he could hear the underlying emotion that needed no translation. Marcus straightened, remembering his training. "Forgive me, Your Highness. I spoke without thinking. I am Captain Marcus Chen of the Earth vessel Prometheus. I come in peace, representing humanity." A smile played across her features, the first truly universal expression Marcus had encountered in his travels. "I am Princess Zarathiel of the Stellarian Empire, and you need not apologize for honesty, Captain Chen. Your reaction is refreshing." She moved closer, and Marcus noticed that despite her ethereal appearance, she carried herself with the confidence of a warrior. "Tell me about your people, Captain. We have observed your species from afar. You are young, aggressive, and seemingly driven by emotions that more advanced civilizations have learned to suppress. Yet you venture into the void with nothing but primitive ships and boundless determination." Marcus felt a familiar surge of pride. This was what made humanity special. Not superior technology or ancient wisdom, but their refusal to give up, their willingness to reach for the stars despite the odds. "We are explorers," Marcus replied. "We dream of things beyond our reach, and then we reach for them anyway. We fail more often than we succeed, but we never stop trying. It's what makes us human." Princess Zarathiel studied him intently. "Your species fascinates our scholars. Most civilizations develop space travel only after achieving perfect social harmony and eliminating conflict. Yet humans reach the stars while still fighting among themselves, driven by individual ambition rather than collective purpose." "Is that why you brought me here?" Marcus asked. "Partly." She moved to a viewport that offered a stunning view of the cosmos. "My people have grown stagnant. We have achieved everything we set out to achieve. Our empire spans 1,000 worlds. Our technology is beyond reproach, and we have eliminated war, poverty, and suffering from our society." "That sounds like paradise." "Does it?" She turned back to him, and Marcus saw something in her eyes he recognized from his own mirror. restlessness. We have also eliminated passion, risk, and the joy of discovery. We know everything there is to know about our territory. We have mapped every star, cataloged every species, solved every mystery. Marcus began to understand. But humanity is still exploring, still discovering. Yes, and that terrifies my father's council. They see your expansion as a threat, your unpredictability as dangerous chaos that must be contained. Her expression grew troubled. There are those who would see your species destroyed or enslaved before you can spread your instability further into the galaxy. And what do you think? Princess Zarathiel stepped closer, close enough that Marcus could see the tiny stars that seemed to dance in her eyes. I think your species has something we have lost, something precious beyond measure. She placed a hand on his chest, and Marcus felt a warmth that had nothing to do with physical temperature. You have hope, real hope, not the passive contentment of a satisfied civilization, but the burning desire to see what lies beyond the next star. What are you asking of me, Princess? I want to learn from your people, to understand how you maintain that spark of curiosity and wonder. And in return, I want to help you navigate the political complexities of galactic civilization. There are powers in this galaxy that could crush humanity without effort, but there are also opportunities for alliance with species who, like me, remember what it was like to dream. Marcus looked out at the vast expanse of space visible through the viewport. Somewhere out there was Earth, where billions of humans looked up at the night sky and wondered what mysteries lay hidden among the stars. And here was a being offering to help them find answers, not as conquerors or subjects, but as equals in the grand adventure of exploration. Where do we begin? He asked. Princess Zarathiel's smile could have powered a small star. With you teaching me what it means to be human, and me teaching you how to survive in a galaxy that doesn't yet understand that humanity's greatest strength lies not in your weapons or your numbers, but in your refusal to accept that anything is impossible. As she replaced her helmet and gestured for him to follow, Marcus realized that this encounter would change everything, not just for him, but for both their species. Humanity was about to gain its first true ally among the stars, and perhaps the galaxy was about to rediscover what it had lost in its march toward perfection, the beautiful chaos of beings who still dared to dream. The universe, Marcus thought. As they walked toward what he hoped would be the beginning of a new chapter in human history, was about to become a much more interesting place.